Hi everyone. So this will be our fourth group discussion video for our second PSA video.
Right.
So basically, last week we shared among ourselves about what the subtopics it might be for our topic of recycling.
Yes.
So in the end, we have concluded that importance of recycling is our target, right, for our PSA video number 2.
Yeah.
So I believe that all of us have gone back and done our research on this topic. So this week we are supposed to discuss about that. So anyone, you can start giving your opinion now.
Importance. Okay, I'll start. Okay. For the importance, like what we said last week, we have different categories for what is what importance to who,
Yeah.
what and what. So, they can be divided into
Human and
human environment. Actually, there are a lot too, social wise, economy wise, and also what's the last one? More to
human and animal
Political.
no,
Society.
Economic.
Country is what? Country.
Nation.
Yeah.
English.
Negara.
So based on this, I will just take the more about common topics. For example, social. Okay, like what Dino said. We actually, why do we need to recycle? The importance. Okay. For example, like by the rate of the trees that are cutting down day by day, it is by following the statistics that were counted and all. Sooner or later, I think they said by 30 or 40 years we'll be running out of trees, running out of clean airs and all. So this is why actually it is important for us to recycle itself. So it's not just for ourselves. We may die in 30 or 40 years, that is our own luck. But the important thing is for our future generations, because we are leaving a legacy for them. So if you don't think that yours is important, at least things for others first. So that is also important. That is the one of the importance, because we can't just be selfish on our own generation. We need to think for the future and the future of their future.
Yes.
Thinking about like something like that is actually, if you really think about it and you really imagine it, you try to imagine something like actually you just throw away the waste every time, just throw, then the waste is just like it's stacked up or something like that. Maybe like next 20 years, 30 years, your kids will be sleeping in the trash pile or something like that. It become like Pogo or something like that. It's actually quite scary kind of thoughts like if you think that we didn't conserve the environment now by recycling.
So anyone wants to?
Add more?
I do agree like on like Xiaoming's point, because like although like the earth is really big, but it is limited, and if we really don't like conserve, like use our like recycle and also conserve our resources properly, like one day we will definitely reach the point where we actually like ran out of resources, and like all those like sci-fi movies where like humans will actually have to like go to the outer space to actually like mine from outer space and all those. Yeah, there is definitely, I would say it's not a very distant future if like we still do not like recycle properly and conserve our resources.
So they already said a lot about the importance, so I don't say about it. I share some fact for you all. So the first one I get from the newspaper, it said that in 20 years ago, in these 20 years, Malaysia, the forest in Malaysia, area of forest in Malaysia, get wiped out from Malaysia is 20 times of area of Singapore. So you know how crazy in these 20 years, 20 times of Singapore. Okay. Another fact is, you know, one tree grow up from small until 40 years old. 40 years, it can absorb 4 tons of carbon dioxide. 4 tons of carbon dioxide is 4,000 kilograms. It's so heavy. It's very heavy. If you this one, this side, then you change to another way. If this 4 tons of carbon dioxide every year create more than 100,000 or 20,000 of ton of carbon dioxide, you know how many temperature will rise up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can imagine it.
Okay. If we got a lot of tree, the heat wave coming, we got no problem because we got a lot of tree. Our temperature is very low. Even Tampa add on 10 degrees Celsius is also not much different. If our country is 25 degrees Celsius, it add 5 degrees Celsius, we also feel like nothing happened lah. But now it's 28, 30, and then add 5 or 6, it look like
Desert. Just like a
It's
desert.
unbearable.
yeah. This is why we say that importance.
Yeah.
If the people know this, then they will do something to
Solve it.
yeah.
So to add on that, like this, the previous month, April, and this month, May, Malaysia has been hit by the heat wave, and a lot of people fall sick because of this, and to the situation get worse when the Indonesia like release they burn their forests and a lot of and make our country more hazy, and especially for the states in the north like Perlis, Kedah and Penang, the temperature rises up to 34 degrees Celsius during the daytime until evening due to the heat wave and the haze. So if this situation continues in the next like 10 or 20 years and no people take actions on this situation, so I think our country, our nation and other nations will be affected, will be greatly affected, and especially the North and South Pole. The iceberg is been melting a lot for now, and the sea level is been rising a lot, and this will like submerge the small islands like the small islands and even the big islands like Japan.
One island.
So this is what I found from the facts from internet, that Japan will be wiped out in 20 years time if this situation continues.
Yeah, those you guys shared are mostly concerned about the rising temperature and the effect for carbon dioxide and everything, right?
Another aspect.
But do you guys have anything on that before I move on to another kind of effect? Anyone?
Yeah, you can
Wood?
continue.
Alright. So, other than just about how the pollution and increase in temperature of global warming, another concern when relating to recycling is about the uptake of minerals or uptake of resources from Earth by humans. Because one interesting fact actually shared by our lecturer, Dr. Maria, in our Green Tech course, is that let's give Earth an age. Let's say his maximum age is 100 years old. Yeah, you know that, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
currently, at the age of Earth, we are supposed at the age of 10 only. That means we still have a long time before the Earth grow too old and its own destruction of the planet. But because of us human being too greedy and taking up too much of resources, the amount of resources out of 100%, we actually took up 90% of them already. In mere actually past 5 to 10 decades, it actually took up so much amount from the earth. So we are actually really running low on our resources. Yes, we do see people trying to go on electricity. Yes, we do see people trying to go on renewable energy, but the effectiveness and the awareness is still little. The most focus currently is still on recycling. So this is one fact on that, and I believe that recycling is still expendable, right?
So, Wood, you got any idea?
Yeah.
Or you got done any research?
Okay. Actually, my point is, recycling.
No. Take your time.
Actually, recycling can help to save the land that we need to use to bury the rubbish. So as we know, the most common ways that we use to handle the rubbish is to bury them into the ground and or burn them. So these two ways will definitely harms the environment. So I think that recycling is actually the best and the most environmental friendly way to handle the rubbish. And then at the same time we can save the resources. So as Striky say, the resources is limited on our earth. So I think we have the responsibility to save the resources for our next generation.
Save resources.
Yeah. So that's my
Okay.
point.
Save the resources.
What about Eric?
Good point.
Do you have any anything to add on that?
Actually, I have something to add on this point regarding the explore of living habitat that for our humans in outer space. Since I have seen one advertisement about this, humans are trying so hard to find another planet for us to live on, but they didn't really put much effort into saving our our Mother Earth.
They
So-
feel the danger.
Yeah, so I think instead of just exploring for more, I think they would just adapt to our recycle program to make our Mother Earth revive.
Yeah.
That actually reminds me of a scene in Matrix, the Matrix, where we were actually said, we were actually accused, instead of being a mammal, we are actually a parasite.
Yeah.
Because it's more like we're feeding on the
Yeah,
host. After we finish feeding them, we want to
Let
go
it
to
go.
another place and
Yeah.
let it be and let it actually rot.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's actually really sad, but it's actually really true at the same time. So in that sense, I guess recycling can keep that wrong, and that's almost like our one of the very few methods of to save Earth.
Yeah, but I think like we have given out a lot of points, a lot of useful facts and points. But still, back to our PSA video, we need to do it in 2 to 3 minutes. I
Yeah.
think we should now like take out all the points that we take, discuss it, try to compact it, or just pick out a few important
Yeah.
points, and maybe we do it into one video.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So actually our task for this week's video is to divide tasks or like for our PSA video, like the director,
Oh,
yeah, for the
Script
scriptwriter, the props,
Actor.
all that, actors.
Let's hope that our actor doesn't go to Shanghai somewhere.
So like we shall divide the task right now, since we have concluded that the importance of recycling is our topic, the title for our PSA, the second PSA video.
So we start off with
So,
the
on the, like last time, two
just same. I
directors.
think
the
it's the
same,
same. Like we
yeah.
just like maybe like not take turn lah. We just maybe we appoint one director, but we can all help
Every
the director. We
very
have actor and everyone can act. Like we have a cameraman, then everyone can take the camera when the cameraman is acting or something like that. Props if we need it, we all do it together. But we need people to be handling the things.
Yes.
So
With
like
the props
so
Then I think you have to prepare all three materials at least for the recycle bin.
paper. Anyway,
Props.
prop.
Yeah, props will be like depends on the script writer.
Yes.
Depends on how we will present our PSA video to the
Yes.
public.
Then I guess I will do on the script writing.
Okay, now lah, change.
He's not doing the script writing.
No, actually I was very fluid. I was doing directing, script writing.
Oh,
He
yeah,
was
that's
doing
right.
the helper of both.
Yeah.
Oh, then
Okay,
this
now-
time you become the actor lah.
Okay,
I want my friend Woon to be the script writer.
Alright. He got bullied last time. So
this
now
time
he's
bullies
in
others.
charge of the script.
Yeah.
You
can write and like write the
lot of
script and
props.
let someone else to be bullied instead.
I'll change my task. I become director then.
Okay.
So I think I will be like the script writer. Like how we gonna
Yeah, two together.
Paul,
Design
yeah,
our
Paul script writer.
PSA video.
I'll help on the props.
Who's
Or
gonna be
actor
the
or-
cameraman?
If anybody have camera, I don't mind.
Alright, then you will be the
Video
cameraman.
editing.
Cameraman
editing.
slash editing.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's fine for me.
Botak.
Multitask.
Multitask.
Okay, so
Or you become the co-actor.
Like the helper.
Yeah,
anyone like
yeah.
Actually, this kind of hair can save a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of our point I think can be done.
Yeah, so by like next week we need to be
present everything.
Yep. We need to.
We need to have a split.
And then we discuss about it and then we
Yeah.
see which one is the best.
Alright, so by
Okay.
next week, everything will be updated next week in next video.
Alright, thank you.
Okay,
Bye.